Well, look outside with a kind of blanket of high clouds coming on there, and that could limit the fog development tonight, but not to say that we're completely out of the blue and going to stay completely clear. I think we still have a shot at some fog, but let's start with the temperatures and go from here in the forecast. So we got 70s, we got an 80 in Baton Rouge, we got 77 officially here in New Orleans. Lakefront, and there's been a little bit of a lake influence for you at 74. It's kept temps down there just a smudge. So we look at the bigger picture for us, and you can see that we still don't have a whole lot here in place. Relative warmth, but there's the blanket of those high altitude clouds that have been here. Still some fog potential, warm afternoons to go through our Tuesday to Wednesday and even Thursday before this front's going to come through and hopefully bring us some rain chances. But again, I'm not quite sold on that. We're kind of about 50-50 actually to where we stand in the process. So this particular fog forecast shows a little bit as we head to North Shore and to Bogalusa. Let's cross-reference that with another particular forecast. You can see this one has a little bit more widespread fog as we go to I-10, maybe even St. Tammany Parish near Slidell. Again, this forecast only is good with some of the data coming in, but it shows the North Shore and the coast is more likely to get the fog, and I wouldn't discount even a Grand Isle to Houma. You got a chance of fog there too. Around the metro, we're looking a bit better. Low temperatures 50s and 60s to start off Tuesday morning after we get rid of fog, if we have that in play. We go to tomorrow afternoon, and still with the smoke that's there too, the air quality concerns could put us back up to at least moderate air quality, so we still expect that smoke and that haze to be around with several fires that are still going on. Temperatures up to about 80 degrees for those highs, so we're really warm for the time of the year, well over that average for 74 to where we stand. How about Wednesday's fog potential? We'll look at this one with another forecast shows maybe a little bit more widespread fog. So Wednesday to Thursday are my days saying that New Orleans proper could be dealing with a bit more of that. Obviously, that's a lot more reduced visibility, and unfortunately right near that Manchac to even Rudock placement at 55. So we'll watch that one really closely. The takeaway from this forecast is fog potential in the mornings, still smoke and haze to continue to lower our air quality concerns. So watch out for that if you're one that suffers from some sort of breathing issue. You want to limit the time outside and stay indoors as much as possible. Recirculated air in the car. And then warm days. This is everything coming up until we get a front by the end of the week. And I think it's Thursday. These are one signs to me showing that could be a little bit more widespread and dense fog potential into Thursday. That's the one I'm going to keep a sharp eye on. But what about the rain chances potentially as early as Thursday night? And then maybe as we get into Friday, we could get a little bit more rain, but look at how much rain is forecast. If it's not very heavy, and it's not, it's still on the light end. In forecast precipitation totals only around maybe a few hundredths to a few tenths. Saturday may see a little break, but then another return potential, some rain into Sunday, maybe to next week as well. But the bulk of this rain, unfortunately, looks to stay south, looks to stay west as we get from that Thursday through the weekend forecast. There's been some really good news. We're really winding down the tropical season, and there's nothing going on here. Nothing expected to form over the Gulf in the next 7 days, and in the wider Atlantic picture, same's going to happen here too. We've been taking over with a very active polar jet stream, even subtropical jet stream, keeping things from forming. It's really going to be that easterly current if we'd see anything forming, but we're not seeing it there. Right into the WDSU First Warning Weather 7-day forecast. Weather impact day potentials for the dual play of morning fog, afternoon smoke. And then as we get into Friday, we're hoping for a little bit of rain, but right now it's only about a 50-50 shot.